Tonight, Fox 13 exposes the problem.
Have you ever seen a medical office like this?
Never in my life seen anything like that.
Then police raid the business.
They just set everybody against the walls.
Pain clinics accused of doling out dangerous pills.
Half or more of them are on these things, and they're all, still kids.
The painful addictions, the warning signs from a teen who's in the middle of it, and the Fox 13 investigation that's leading the crackdown.
From Fox 13, the most powerful name in local news, this is the Fox 13 10 o'clock news.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome. I'm Kelly Ring.
And I'm John Wilson. Thank you for being with us. First on Fox tonight, a police raid, a federal search warrant, and new laws cracking down on these pain clinics. These are the immediate results of a Fox 13 investigation that began just a week ago. Just days after our investigation, police moved in on a Bay Area pain management clinic, lined up the people outside, and carried out a search warrant inside.
Well, last week, our investigative reporter Doug Smith showed us what happens in the clinic parking lot. People from all over the country are seen right here at all hours of the day and night. But as Doug starts asking them questions and why, things get a little hot.
And we want to know what's going on.
Well, I'm not at liberty to discuss that with you.
But you're at liberty to kick me off the property.
Absolutely. You are trespassing at this moment.
We're leaving right now, but we'd like to know who runs the clinic.
Leave the property right now. Turn the cameras off. Thank you.
But we kept asking these questions, first getting the attention of county commissioners and then the city council. And tonight, Tampa police and federal drug agents. They raided the clinic this morning. Tonight, we're going to tell you what they were looking for inside the clinic. Plus, we'll talk to the people who live in this neighborhood about what they've seen going on and what they think about today's raid. And you'll hear from a teenager struggling to overcome his addiction. He'll give us warning signs for parents to watch out for.
All right, first, let's get back to the raid on this pain clinic. This one is on Martin Luther King Boulevard, just down the street from St. Joseph's Hospital. And our investigative reporter, Doug Smith, is going to take us through the raid that was carried out today.
There's no sign out front, but somehow people from around the country are finding this pain management clinic in Tampa, like this man from Ohio.
I just heard through the grapevine, I guess. Word gets around through the news, through the internet, through people.
For more than a month, we've been watching people line up to get inside. On this day, police and drug enforcement agents lined them up outside. Out-of-state visitors who came here certainly didn't expect this.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought it was just a doctor's office, and, I brought my sister here to go to the doctor's.
I was sitting there, and I didn't see them until they was already all in there. They just set everybody against the walls.
Tampa police and DEA agents executed federal search warrants on this clinic, a pharmacy, and another local business, all on the same stretch of MLK Boulevard, and apparently all connected in some way.
This is the latest development, but it will be ongoing and arrests will be forthcoming in the future.
Fox 13 started watching this clinic a few months ago. People told us they traveled hundreds of miles for pain management. A story we heard again after the raid.
It is. It's a lot harder to get treated in Ohio than it is here.
We had plenty of questions when we paid the clinic a visit earlier this month, but when we asked too many, we were asked to leave.
And we want to know what's going on.
Well, I'm not at liberty to discuss that with you.
But you're at liberty to kick me off the property.
Absolutely. You are trespassing at this moment.
We're leaving right now, but we'd like to know who runs the clinic.
Leave the property right now. Turn the cameras off.
Authorities won't say what they found inside here or even what they suspect has been going on because a federal judge sealed the warrant. And we're told it could be weeks or even months until there are charges or arrests in the federal case. Doug Smith, Fox 13 News.
We've heard from hundreds of people after we started looking into this pain clinic story, and none feel more relieved tonight than the folks who live near this clinic in that neighborhood. And joining me now is Ryan Cragen, sociology professor at the University of Tampa. He lives in the Wellswood neighborhood just behind the clinic. Ryan, how do you feel about the cops and the DEA moving in there?
Finally, that's all I can say. Finally, it's about time. We've been waiting for months. We've been complaining for months. We've been hoping for something to happen, and we're really finally relieved to see that something's been done.
You said finally. How long did it take from the time you called in?
Well, They moved in right behind my place in November and then moved to their current location roughly in February or March. So it's been 6 months, 7 months since they moved in. And the trouble started literally the day that this pain management clinic moved in.
What kind of trouble?
The clientele, of course, were problematic. My neighbor from day one was seeing drug paraphernalia show up on his property, small vials, hypodermic needles, used condoms, you name it, it was all there. So that was problematic. Yesterday I saw an assault. One of the patients here at the clinic actually assaulted one of the employees, probably broke his jaw, and I watched that happen right here.
Now, you're a sociology professor. What do you think this says about Florida and about our ability to control prescription drugs?
I'm shocked, honestly. I didn't know this moving here, right? But you got to wonder that, you know, something has to be able to be done with this. There's a reason why people are coming from other states to Florida. Something's not right about the state and the way that the state regulates prescription drugs. Otherwise, this wouldn't be happening.
Are you happy, Ryan, to see these people get out of there and get this place shut down?
Ecstatic. When my neighbor called me this morning and told me, because I was at work, that the DEA had actually finally done something about it, I was cheering on the phone, right? I've worked literally for 5 months to get them shut down and get them out of here. So I was ecstatic to see this happen.
All right.
I mean, finally, yes.
Thanks to Ryan Cragen, a man who saw something that didn't look right, called the police. And frankly, you know, if more people did that, we'd have a better handle on crime, I think. Ryan, thank you for being with us tonight.
My pleasure.
This Fox 13 investigation had even more ramifications that we're going to tell you about now. Our reports were played for the Hillsborough County Commission yesterday, and right after beefing up the background checks for clinics already in operation. And there's more. Today, even as this raid was happening at the clinic in Tampa, the city council went into action and passed a similar ordinance. It requires pain clinics to get a permit that includes employee names, their criminal history, and their fingerprints.